Omolola was a pregnant virgin. The village of Emure was a close-knit community, and the news of her unusual pregnancy spread quickly. Once upon a time, in a small, beautiful and peaceful village called Emure, lived a young woman named Omolola. Omolola was known for her beauty, kindness and gentle spirit. Her eyes held a secret that even she couldn't explain. Omolola was a pregnant virgin. The village of Emure was a close-knit community, and the news of her unusual pregnancy spread quickly. Whispers and rumors filled the air, and people wondered how such a miracle could happen. Some thought it was a divine blessing, while others were skeptical, believing there must be some hidden truth. Omolola, however, remained calm and composed in the face of all the attention and questions. She knew that what was growing within her was a gift from the heavens, a child that would bring something extraordinary to their village. As her belly continued to swell with life, Omolola found solace in the company of an old woman named Mama Abeni, a wise and mystical figure in the village. Mama Abeni had a reputation for seeing things that others couldn't, and she had a knowing smile when she looked at Omolola. Mama Abeni, Omolola asked one sunny afternoon as they sat beneath the shade of a big tree, "Can you tell me what's happening to me? Why am I pregnant when I have never known a man?" Mama Abeni gazed into Omolola's eyes and replied, "Child, your pregnancy is a mystery, but it is also a blessing. You carry a child of destiny, a child who will change the world. The path ahead may be difficult, but trust in the journey, and you will find your purpose." Omolola felt reassured by Mama Abeni's words, and she continued to go about her daily routine, tending to her chores and helping others in the village. As her pregnancy progressed, the villagers saw her grace and strength and began to believe in the miracle within her. One fateful night, as a brilliant star lit up the sky, Omolola went into labor. The entire village gathered around her, and even the skeptics were filled with wonder. In the midst of this miraculous event, a radiant child was born, a boy with eyes that held the wisdom of ages. The village erupted in joy, for they knew that this child was indeed special. Omolola named him Araoluwa, a name that meant the Lord's wonder, for she believed he would bring great wisdom and wonders to the people. As Araoluwa grew, he displayed an extraordinary gift for healing, soothing even the most severe of ailments with his gentle touch. People from far and wide came to seek his wisdom and healing abilities. Araoluwa's reputation spread throughout the land, and soon the little village that had once questioned his birth became a place of pilgrimage for those seeking miracles. Araoluwa's teachings were filled with love and compassion, and he often spoke of the importance of faith and understanding. He taught his people to look beyond the surface of things and see the divine in everyone and everything. In time, Araoluwa's message of love and unity transformed not only his village but the entire neighboring villages. His legacy lived on for generations, and people remember the story of Omolola, the pregnant virgin, who had brought this remarkable child into the world. The village of Emure, where Omolola and Araoluwa was, became a symbol of faith, love and miracles, a reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary things can happen when we least expect them. And as the generations passed, the legend of Omolola, the pregnant virgin, and her gifted son Araoluwa continued to inspire and uplift the heart of all who heard their story. Embracing the sage's wisdom, Aduni started to dance in the quiet solitude of her room. At first, her movements were feeble, and the weight of misfortune seemed insurmountable. Once upon a time, in a small village situated between rolling hills and meandering streams, there lived a young woman named Aduni. She was known throughout the village for her beauty and graceful dance moves that seemed to captivate the very essence of joy. Aduni's laughter echoed through the air like a melodious song, and her presence brought warmth to the heart of everyone who knew her. Aduni had a passion for dance that was as boundless as the sky. She would spend her days twirling and leaping in the village square, with the sun casting a golden glow upon her as she makes her moves. The villagers would gather to watch, their worries melting away as Aduni's feet painted a story on the dusty ground. However, fate had a different plan for Aduni. As one fateful day, as she danced beneath an ancient tree that stood tall in the village square, a dark shadow crept over the land. Unbeknownst to Aduni, a jealous witch had cast a spell of misfortune upon her, envying the joy and adoration she received from the villagers. From that moment on, Aduni's life took a drastic turn. Misfortune clung to her like a relentless shadow, casting a pall over her once charmed existence. First, a sudden illness struck, stealing the strength from her limbs and leaving her bedridden. The villagers, once eager to watch her dance, now whispered fearfully about the curse that had befallen their beloved Aduni. As the weeks turned into months, Aduni's once vibrant spirit began to wane. She longed to dance again, to feel the rhythm of the earth beneath her feet, but her body betrayed her. The village, in an effort to break the curse, sought the guidance of wise elders and skilled healers. They performed rituals and offered sacrifices, but the dark cloud refused to lift from Aduni's life. Her beauty, once a source of pride, now became a painful reminder of the life she had lost. The villagers, torn between sympathy and fear, began to avoid Aduni, afraid that her misfortune might somehow taint their own lives. One day, as Aduni lay weak and weary, a mysterious stranger arrived in the village, a wanderer with kind eyes and a gentle demeanor. He heard of Aduni's plight and felt compelled to help. With a knowing smile, he approached her bedside and whispered ancient words of hope. The stranger revealed himself to be a wise sage who had encountered similar curses before. He explained that the key to breaking the spell lay not in grand rituals or sacrifices, but in Aduni's own indomitable spirit. He urged her to find the strength within herself, to dance not for the applause of others, but for the joy it brought to her own heart. Embracing the sage's wisdom, Aduni started to dance in the quiet solitude of her room. At first, her movements were feeble, and the weight of misfortune seemed insurmountable. Yet, with each step, she summoned the resilience buried deep within her soul. Slowly but surely, the curse began to lift. Aduni's strength returned, and her dance became a symbol of triumph over adversity. The villagers, witnessing the transformation, rejoiced as the darkness that had shrouded their once beloved dancer receded. Aduni's beauty, once eclipsed by misfortune, now shone even brighter, radiating from the strength she had discovered within herself. The village square echoed once again with the joyful sounds of Aduni's dance, a testament to the power of resilience and the enduring spirit that can overcome even the darkest of spells. family prepared for a grand celebration. Princess Adana, the beautiful daughter of the benevolent King Nnanna, was to be adorned with a special anklet, a priceless family heirloom passed down through generations. It was a long time ago, in a very old and peaceful kingdom called Agu. The kingdom was known for its beautiful culture, lively marketplace, warm hospitality of its people, and grand festive celebration of the royal anklets. Well, in this kingdom lived a young maiden named Ozomena. Ozomena is a very beautiful, kind-hearted and hard-working maiden, loved by all the children in the village for her beautiful and mind-blowing stories. She wove for them beneath the shade of a big tree every night in the village square. One day, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm orange glow across the village, the royal family prepared for a grand celebration. Princess Adana, the beautiful daughter of the benevolent King Nnanna, was to be adorned with a special anklet, a priceless family heirloom passed down through generations. This anklet was said to possess magical powers that brings prosperity and good fortune to the kingdom. As the festivity begins, Ozomena, drawn by the joyous sounds of music and laughter, joined the celebration. The rhythmic beats of drums and the melodic tones of traditional instruments filled the air. In the midst of the celebration, a shadowy figure came out from the outskirts of the village, a mischievous witch, known for his cunning and sly tricks, had set his eyes on the coveted anklet. With a flick of his wrist and a whispered incantation, he managed to snatch the anklet right from Princess Adana's ankle without anyone noticing. Unknown to the villagers, a sense of gloom and misfortune settled over the land as the anklet disappeared. The once bubbling celebration came to an abrupt end, replaced by murmurs of concern and confusion. King Nnanna, realizing the gravity of the situation, announced a grand reward for the person who could retrieve the stolen anklet and restore happiness to the kingdom. News of the missing anklet reached Ozomena's ear, and a spark of determination flamed up within her. Guided by a deep sense of duty and a desire to see her village flourish once again, she set out on a journey to find the stolen anklet and return it to its rightful place. Ozomena's quest took her through thick forests, across flowing rivers, and into dangerous caves. Along the way, she met with a spirit who shared some wisdom with her and offered her guidance to accomplish her mission. Armed with her wit, kindness, and the guidance of the spirit, Ozomena continued her mission, facing the challenges that lay ahead. As she ventured deeper into the forest, Ozomena discovered that the stolen anklet held the key to unlocking a powerful ancient magic that could either bring prosperity or disaster to the entire kingdom. The fate of her people rested on her shoulders, and Ozomena felt the weight of responsibility grow with each step she took. In the darkest moments of her journey, Ozomena faced the evil cunning witch who had stolen the anklet. Battles of wit ensued, with Ozomena, through the lessons from the guidance of the spirits she encountered on her quest, outsmarted the cunning spirits and reclaimed the stolen anklet. With the magical anklet restored to its rightful place, the kingdom basked in the return of joy and prosperity. The celebration resumed, but this time it was even more vibrant and filled with gratitude. Ozomena, hailed as a heroine, stood alongside Princess Adana, the two women who had played pivotal roles in the restoration of balance and harmony to the land. Ozomena's journey became an important tale told by generations to come, a story of courage, kindness, and the enduring spirit of a young woman who, against all odds, brought back the happiness that had been stolen from her people. The anklet, now a symbol of resilience and hope, continued to weave its magic, ensuring that the village thrived for years to come. And under the shade of the big tree, Ozomena continued to share her mind-blowing tales, inspiring the hearts of those who listened and keeping the spirit of adventure alive in the hearts of all who heard her story. One fateful night, as Princess Ijoma wandered deeper into the forest, she heard a mournful cry that froze her in her tracks. The air grew thick with tension as Umojo materialized before her. Long time ago, in the ancient kingdom of Nri, there lived a spirited and fearless young princess named Princess Ijoma. Princess Ijoma appeared to be different from other maidens in the village. Despite her being a princess, she had a peculiar thing with the night. She was charmed by the moonlight forest, especially the mysterious sounds of nocturnal creatures and the cool breeze that rustled through the leaves. However, the kingdom had a dark secret that lurked in the shadows, called the legend of the night cry. An ominous spirit called Umojo. Umojo is an evil spirit that emerged from the depths of the evil forest every night, making a haunting cry that sent shivers down the spines of even the bravest warriors. And in the village of Nri, it was said that Umojo devours anyone who dared to wander in the forest after midnight. Undeterred by the tales, Princess Ijoma would often sneak out of the palace, donned in a cloak of secrecy, to explore the evil forest under the moon's silver glow. She marveled at the beauty of the night and the serenity it brought. Little did she know that her nightly escapades would soon lead her face to face with the deadly spirit. One fateful night, as Princess Ijoma wandered deeper into the forest, she heard a mournful cry that froze her in her tracks. The air grew thick with tension as Umojo materialized before her. A ghastly figure with glowing eyes and menacing aura. Instead of devouring her as he did with others, Umojo found himself captivated by Ijoma's ethereal beauty. Unable to resist her charm, the evil spirit took Princess Ijoma into captivity within the depths of the evil forest. News of the princess's disappearance reached the king's ear, and in desperation, he called upon his bravest warriors to embark on a perilous journey into the heart of darkness to rescue his beloved daughter. 7 valiant warriors, each armed with ancestral weapons and fortified with courage, ventured into the treacherous evil forest. Their journey was fraught with challenges as they encountered malevolent spirits, determined to thwart their mission. From shape-shifting shadows to mischievous forest spirits, the warriors faced numerous trials that tested their mettle. Among the warriors was a young and determined man named Obidike. Despite the dangers that lurked around every corner, Obidike pressed on with unwavering determination. His bravery and resilience set him apart from the rest, and he faced each adversary with a steadfast resolve. As the warriors pressed deeper into the forest, they discovered Princess Ijeoma's whereabouts. Guarded by the evil spirit, a fierce battle ensued, with Obidike displayed his skills and courage. In the end, he emerged victorious, rescuing Princess Ijeoma from the clutches of the night spirits. Although Ijeoma was grateful for her rescue, she harbored resentment towards Obidike, blaming him for the predicament she found herself in. However, as they journeyed back to the kingdom, Ijeoma witnessed Obidike's true character. The selfless bravery, the compassionate heart, and the unyielding spirit that had saved her. Upon their return, the king was overjoyed to see his daughter safe and sound. True to his promise, he declared Obidike the bravest warrior and the future husband of Princess Ijeoma. As time passed, Ijeoma's initial resentment transformed into admiration and eventually love for the man who had risked his life to save hers. The union of Princess Ijeoma and Obidike became a legendary tale told by storytellers across the kingdom for generations. Once upon a time, in a very big kingdom, lived a princess named Zinatu. She was the eldest of 3 siblings born to Serki Amir and Gimbia Sefiya. Zinatu was a true beauty, her almond-shaped eyes as deep and mysterious as the night sky. Her ebony hair cascading like a waterfall of silk, and her gracefulness was renowned throughout the kingdom. But it was her pride and arrogance that set her apart, making her both admired and feared. Zinatu's 2 younger siblings, Farah and Adnan, were nothing like her. Farah, the middle child, was known for her kindness and compassion. She had a gentle heart and a smile that could melt the coldest of souls. Adnan, the youngest, was an avid scholar and a talented musician. He possessed a humble and inquisitive nature, always eager to learn and share his knowledge with others. From a very young age, Zinatu was the apple of her parents' eye. The royal court lavished her with praise and attention, which only fueled her ego. Her every wish was granted, and her beauty, talent, and grace were often praised in the kingdom. Her pride knew no bounds. She believed she was the most deserving heir to the throne. As the years passed, the people of the kingdom began to notice Zinatu's arrogance and how she looked down upon her siblings. She ridiculed Farah's kindness, considering it a weakness, and scoffed at Adnan's scholarly pursuits, thinking them a waste of time. One fateful day, as Serki Amir and Gimbia Sefiya grew old, they summoned their children to the throne room. The monarchs explained that they were nearing the end of their reign and needed to decide who would succeed them. The decision would be made based on the qualities and virtues each child possessed. Zinatu, confident in her beauty and charm, scoffed at the idea of a competition. She believed she was the only choice, a sentiment shared by many in the court. Farah, humble and kind, quietly accepted the challenge, while Adnan, the scholar, embraced it as an opportunity to showcase his wisdom. Over the course of several months, the siblings were assigned various tasks to prove their worthiness to rule the kingdom. Farah's kindness and generosity shone as she dedicated herself to helping the poor and improving the lives of her subjects. Adnan's knowledge proved invaluable as he solved complex problems, advised on policy matters, and composed melodies that brought joy to the kingdom. Zenu, however, continued to rely solely on her beauty and charm. She dismissed the challenges, believing her siblings' efforts were beneath her. The people of the kingdom noticed the transformation in her siblings, and they began to favor Farah and Adnan for their compassion, wisdom, and talents. As the final day of the competition arrived, the royal court gathered in the grand hall to witness the outcome. Serki Amir and Gimbia Sefia, who had hoped Zenu would change, were deeply disappointed in their eldest child's continued arrogance. Farah, radiating kindness, spoke eloquently of her love for the kingdom and her commitment to making it a better place for all. Adnan played a hauntingly beautiful tune in his ode, a melody that resonated with the hearts of those present, celebrating the harmony and wisdom of the kingdom. When Zenu's turn came, she flaunted her beauty and charm, believing it would be enough to secure her victory. However, the people of the kingdom had seen through her pride and arrogance, and they were no longer captivated by her beauty. In the end, the decision was clear. Serki Amir and Gimbia Sefia announced that Farah and Adnan, who had demonstrated the virtues of kindness and wisdom, would rule the kingdom together as a team, working hand in hand to lead with compassion and knowledge. Zenu, humbled by the verdict, realized the error of her ways. She had lost the throne, her pride, and the love of the people. She was sent into exile, where she would learn to appreciate the values of humility, kindness, and wisdom which she had once scorned. And so, the kingdom flourished under the joint rule of Princess Farah and Prince Adnan, who brought an era of compassion, wisdom, and harmony to their realm. The tale of Zenu, the once proud and arrogant princess, served as a reminder to all that true leadership was not measured by beauty or charm, but by the virtues that resided within the heart. In the end, the story of Bisola, the golden voice of Eko, is not just about the pursuit of fame and fortune. It's a tale of resilience, true friendship, and the transformative power of love. Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Eko, there lived a young and talented girl named Bisola. She had a voice that could melt hearts and a passion for singing that burned brighter than the city lights. The story of Bisola, the golden voice of Eko, is one of triumph over adversity and the power of true friendship and love. Bisola's journey to stardom was not a smooth one. In a city where dreams are as big as the skyscrapers that adorn the skyline, she faced numerous challenges. Early on, she found herself caught in the web of unscrupulous producers who promised fame and fortune in exchange for compromising favors. But Bisola was strong-willed and determined, and she refused to let anyone take advantage of her. Amidst the struggles, Bisola encountered Malik, a kind and genuine guy who saw beyond the glitz and glamour of the music industry. Malik, himself a struggling musician, recognized Bisola's talent and decided to help her navigate the treacherous waters of the music business. Malik became Bisola's confidant and mentor. He helped her polish her craft, guided her through the complexities of the industry, and shielded her from those who sought to exploit her. Their friendship blossomed into something more profound as they spent countless hours together, working on music, sharing dreams, and laughing at the absurdities of life in the city. Through Malik's unwavering support, Bisola's talents began to shine even brighter. The duo faced rejection and disappointment, but they never gave up. They performed in the local bars and small venues, honing their skills and gradually gaining recognition. The city began to take notice of Bisola's golden voice, and word spread like wildfire. As Bisola's star began to rise, so did the bond between her and Malik. Their connection was not just musical, it was a deep and genuine love that grew stronger with each passing day. Together, they faced the challenges of the cutthroat music industry, supporting each other through thick and thin. Finally, the day came when Bisola's talent could no longer be ignored. A record label executive discovered her during a local performance and offered her a recording contract. The news spread like wildfire, and soon, Bisola found herself thrust into the spotlight. Malik, ever the supportive partner, stood by Bisola as she embarked on her journey to stardom. The world fell in love with her golden voice, and she became the pride of Eko. The struggles and hardships of the past only made her success sweeter, and Bisola never forgot the friend who had been there for her when no one else was. In the end, the story of Bisola, the golden voice of Eko, is not just about the pursuit of fame and fortune. It's a tale of resilience and true friendship and the transformative power of love. And as the city lights glittered in the background, Bisola and Malik continued their journey hand in hand, creating a